just as there is auto-completion on the level of the terminal, in Bash, there's also auto-completion for the Git client. So when you're typing in Git commands, you can press tab and be able to complete the line or word that you are typing. Now, I won't go over how to make this possible, but it is not possible by default for a default Git installation. I have a video on it called Install Auto Completion for Git. I just want to go ahead and say that the process for making this happen involves downloading a Bash script from the GitHub repository for the Git project and placing that downloaded file in my user home directory and renaming it to a .dot file, and then sourcing it from my bash rc. So I'll take this opportunity to show you what my .bash rc looks like. less.bash. Okay. Now here, this right here is the portion that got added so that it can source the auto-completion shell script, the bash script. Okay, this is also useful. I'm just going to play the video here. Actually, the help command for Git. Git help. As you can see, it just spits it out and you have to scroll through it. It lists the commands and it lets you know that if you want help for a specific command, type git help. Okay, git help command or git help concept will. Okay, obviously Git does provide some documentation about its commands, and you get to it using the git help command. But that's not how I would, learn Git, or I wouldn't even use that help command as a reference when I'm stuck, okay? I have other means of learning, but in case there's some command that I can't find help on any other way, or I want the most concise, correct information from the horse's mouth, that's where I would go get it. Okay, this video here is possibly useful. It shows me how to initialize a project repository. In other words, you have a project folder and you want to make it into a Git repository. Okay? All right, where is the sandbox folder? I'm in my home directory here. Let's see, is it in my home directory? No, it's in VB shared. Okay, and there is sandbox. Okay. Now, all the folders in here are the projects that I have, which are basically available inside the VirtualBox virtual machine, which is also called Sandbox. The way to initialize a project and make it into a Git repository project is to cd into the project directory and issue this command, git init. And what that will do is it will create a .git directory inside your project folder. Keep in mind that although you created this .git folder using the git init command in the Mac OS X, these files will also be created in the same location in the virtual machine, because remember, this is a shared folder between the virtual machine and the Mac OS X. However, this may cause problems later if you try to issue Git commands from within the virtual machine itself.